Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're out to the 25.
Assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're bound to find out.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got room. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards on the ground.
So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Fielded inside the 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Running the counter with Mostert.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense? on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Tua now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, a run with Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the running game with Mostert. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 7. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Mostert's got all the speed in the world, but injuries have kept him from being able to show that over a full season. Now he finds himself competing for starting touches in Miami and hoping to get back to his 2019 form in San Francisco, where he topped 770 yards with 8 touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
5 yards remain on second down.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. There he goes, left side. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Rowe. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 25-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running out to the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Goff, and some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one out.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. There he goes right side. Past the 20.
And he will bring it back.
Impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. Second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can leave.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Lions 20.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.